casual chat. So we're just going to have a casual chat, and you can chat amongst yourselves. And that was one of the weirdest games that I think I've probably seen at the Mem. It literally was a game of two halves.
Literally, yeah, like we said earlier, a game of two halves. It was just, first 40 minutes, I say, we just didn't get going. It looked like we had heavy legs. It was just.
We were passing the ball, but we were passing the ball along the back four, and we weren't hurting anyone until Chris Lyons got on the ball, and we were a bit more direct.
His driving runs. He didn't do that as much this season, but the last 2 games he's been doing that, and he's looked awesome.
Yeah, but and it's needed someone to put their foot on the ball and drive forward. And at home, you should be doing more of that. At Blackpool, we're doing it for 40, 41 minutes, and there was only one team in it up until then. We were lucky, really.
Yeah, because Lyons picked it up midfield, ran straight at them, and then Bowden's got it in the back of the net into the second half when it all seemed to change for Rovers. And then before you know it, we've got. Okay, I'll take that again. Okay, so in the first half, Lyons picks up midfield, runs straight at the defence, ball out Bowden, and then in the second half we've got we'll get Sweeney and Harrison. You're both relative kind of fans of them, and but firstly Sweeney, how was it for you?
Well, I think the substitution Clark made at half time were needed.
Should have started with him.
Yeah. It's a bit of presence, really. I know Partington's a good player, but he's good from the right. I think Partington was unlucky to come off.
A bit out of his depth at centre half, I think.
Bowler was fantastic again today. So, touching on Sweeney, he's done what he's in the team to do. He's won a ball in the air and we scored. Like he did at Oldham. Again, we're on the front foot chasing the game. And at Oldham we didn't get the result, but today we've turned it around.
And then Harrison.
Well taken goal. To be fair, he looked like he was tiring for the sort of last 15-10 minutes. He looked like he was tiring, but then at the end, bit of composure, took it on his left and smashed it into the corner. So
is it good? It's good to see Harrison really in this season. I mean, he has picked up his form a lot.
Yeah. I think I can understand why people give him the stick that he gets, but I think that's more frustration than anything because we can all see there is a player there, and obviously the management can see it. So. I think people need to get off his back a little bit more because he is playing well at the minute.
It's one of those things that if you've been at a club a certain amount of time, you get a lot of expectation on your shoulders, and because he started off it.
He started off at 17 years old. He's still young.
You want one of your own to do well, and he's had that expectation ever since he's come into the team. And I mean, every now and again he shows glimpses of brilliance, really, and then he becomes the vent of all our frustrations again. But this season he seems to be more often than not answering the critics, really.
Yeah.
Okay, the critics have been critical of Darrell Clarke's starting lineup. I mean, what do you gents think of how it started today?
I think he got it wrong.
Yeah, he did. He got it wrong, but I can see why he's trying to manage the squad, isn't he? He's not.
Yeah, but he says
he's got to keep everyone happy.
In his interviews, he says every game's a new project, but I think sometimes you've got to do your homework on the opposition before you put out a line out, and I think it was wrong today. I don't think Partington should have started centre back. I think he should have played full back, and Sweeney and Broadbent should have started from the start. But he's the manager; he gets paid to make the decisions, and I'm a fan.
Okay, moving from on the pitch to off the pitch. Top talking point this week was the suggestion box. What did you gents suggest when you put your suggestions in?
Didn't suggest anything.
No.
Felt like a bit back at school, wasn't it? You get a little suggestion box. School,
I mean, it's one of those things with this club. It just every time something amazes you about it, and putting a suggestion box in a professional football club is a bit amateur in my opinion, but that's my opinion, and a lot of people have used it, so it must be a good thing. It must be effective because they're starting to put things in place, all but laughable. But I mean, veggie pies are back on the menu. I think we're going. I mean, everyone's going to benefit
like being
from
at
that.
Forest Green, isn't it?
Chris Lyons is going to be happy now he's a vegetarian, but it's just a bit amateur, really. I think. But maybe you should keep those sort of things to yourself. Put them in place, but don't publicise them every 5 minutes. It's just preventing it. It's just making that gap between us and the board. Really, it just stands out a mile.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a really good point. I mean, why need a suggestion box? Why can't there be? It's almost as if it's a kind of it's a block between us supporters and the hierarchy. Why not just have it a more transparent kind of system whereby supporters can have an open forum with
Doesn't have
those
to
in
be all
charge.
the time. Just have it once every couple of months. Just have a sit down, a board, someone representing the boards there. Maybe someone from the management team.
It's just to
Something
get
like
out
that,
your voice out,
yeah.
really. I mean,
I know they've done it a couple of times, haven't they? They have done forums in the
and then
past, but-
people would then widely criticise the stuff they do. They like the suggestion box, and people say, "Oh, it's Tim Pice, it's the Bouters are doing this. It's going to please the fan." At the end of the day, we're one club, and the board and the fans want to get it right. So
Yeah.
why don't you just get someone representing the board to listen to us, and we can try and get it right together. That's the thing. And we both want it on and off the pitch, and sometimes it don't work out that way here.
It's a very good point. I mean, you just said why not have a representative, someone from the supporters, actually kind of part of the club as such, but someone who actually spends more time with the supporters and actually relays information to the hierarchy within the club. And do you think that could be? Do you think that's something that should be looked at?
Definitely.
I think there's one meant to be in place, but I don't ever see him at our level. He seems to be sat up in board level, and I don't ever hear any opinions thrown his way. But that's my
You're
opinion.
used to being in amongst the fans before the game, after the game.
Yeah, I say
The
this,
away
this,
games, it's not there anymore.
this
It's-
gap seems to have appeared from us to the board, and it's quite frightening, really. But
Yeah.
say just get some certain things like that in place, and it doesn't look so bad. But
It can be easy as well. It's simple things like just talking to people. That's
Yeah.
all you need to do. Just talk to the fans, and that'll please us initially, and then we get better ideas then.
yeah.
Okay, well let's end with looking ahead. It's going to be a busy week. We are down in Portsmouth on Tuesday. What are your predictions for that game?
I don't know really.
History sort of.
We always struggle at Fratton Park.
Yeah, and it's a Tuesday night game away. We've not been great on the road. I mean every game we've got a chance, but we'll see what the lineup is first before we
Yeah.
start making us
Well,
up.
yeah, but even this game was a bad bad starting lineup, and we still come away with a
It's
3-1 win.
it's
isn't
this
it?
unpredictability about the lineup. We don't know who's going to start. It's one of DC's traits he's had since he's been at the club, and we're never going to predict the lineup, so
But
we
it's
can't
worked.
make an honest assessment.
It's worked up right up till now. It's still working, really.
It
because
works.
we're
It works in most games, but
Yeah.
certain games everyone's scratching their head.
I think he'd be first to hold his hand up and say he's made a mistake though, and he does. He says he's still a young manager as well, isn't he? He's not even 40 yet. And
Yeah, but
he's
young,
still learning.
yeah,
the
but
game, isn't he?
excuses don't win your football games. So
Well, of course yeah.
sometimes you've got to be ruthless, and if a winning team, pick a winning team. It's continuity and consistency. I know he says every game's a new project, but that don't win you games. Consistency wins you games, and if that means a winning mentality goes into the next lineup, then that's what we want to see, really. But we won't. It'll be a completely different 11. Gaffney will probably start, which is not a bad thing. I mean, he should, in my opinion, he should have started today, but we'll never know.
He might be behind the scenes. He might have been carrying a little bit of a knot. Might be a bit tired.
Yeah, but we
You don't know.
That's the thing. We don't see these sort of things. We don't hear these things about injuries. So
Yeah.
but I mean, we'll go into it looking for 3 points. We go into every game with Red Hell Dive. I mean, we could beat anyone on a day. So why not start at Portsmouth and then continue on to Plymouth on Saturday?